called in and was trying to prevent this information from getting public. I've never heard of these things. This is like some Jeffrey Epstein shit. Not with the weird kid stuff, but with the, apparently, they wanted the court to suppress or seal the police report. That's odd. So the police report will be sealed. Why? That the media couldn't get a hold of it to report it, make it a big thing, that the league then has to have action and do something because the league claim they love women. So his attorney called in, but there was some reporters, like beat reporters, I believe, I think it's around Massachusetts. This is in Massachusetts, I believe. There was some beat reporters around that court that caught wind of it and was like, wait, Steffon Diggs, they're in court, they're hearing it. And because the judge is not, it's going to take inordinate circumstances for them to say, clear the courtroom, they realize, oh, that's a Patriots player that's involved in some shit before this was unreported. That's why this is spooky. Let me keep playing.
This alleged incident, it involves a woman who worked as a private chef for Diggs, according to court documents. And she says that he tried to choke her earlier this month. What can you tell us about what's in that criminal complaint?
Yes, Alex, the alleged victim told police that she was in a text exchange with Steffon Diggs about money owed to her, and that Diggs entered the unlocked bedroom at the home where she was working for Steffon Diggs, that Steffon Diggs allegedly slapped her across the face, attempted to choke her with his elbow, and then pushed her onto the bed.
Well, and according to court documents, the alleged victim here first did not pursue charges, but then decided to ultimately follow through with this. What can you tell us about that?
So the alleged incident occurred on December 2nd, and then the alleged victim...
Does that not strike you as odd? Now, I'm going to be fair on both sides. As men, we got to worry about this, and I hope everybody who's watching me becomes successful. So you're telling me an incident happens December 2nd. It's not immediately reported to the police. But there, just remember I tell you, every girl got a picture of like maybe like a little slight bruise and who knows where that came from. But if y'all fall out, she's not going to say you used to beat her ass. And one might say, why that picture ain't come out when it happened? Because they're saving it. If you act right, it never comes out. If you willfully get extorted, it never comes out. If you give up the cheese, the chicken, it never comes out. Oh, you trying to be cheap? Oh, you ain't willing to do what I say? I bet. Play with me, I'm going to play with your career. Fucked up game, but it is real. So you're telling me Steffon Diggs gets into a kerfuffle with someone, which I'm giving you some additional information. A chef, he chokes her or puts hands on her, whatever he did, allegedly. December 2nd. We're not at December 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. We're at December 30th. What you're going to find out here, chat, is that this person and this woman was willing to forgive whatever happened. And let me not use the word forgive, because that might imply that we know he did something. She was willing to not try to pursue police action in any allegation as long as she got that. It's an age-old story, chat. One we've heard so many times. It happened on December 2nd, and the first thing she said, nigga, you know you fucked up. Give me my money. You're going to find out after she was denied the money. After she realized she was going to get zilch, nada. She's now ready to talk to the police. Is that extortion? It's called legal extortion, chat. Because the police can't say, wait, before you came to us, did you ask them for money and you weren't going to come? The police can't say that because a victim is a victim. But you're going to hear it.
Went to police on December 16th and was unsure whether she wanted to press charges. Police, according to court documents, told her that she didn't have to decide at that time, that they totally understood her decision-making process. They said they would follow up with her, Alex. They did that on...
Okay, so let me correct what I'm saying. So apparently she did go to the cops. They asked her if she wants to press charges. She basically gives a vague answer. I don't know. They say we'll follow up. Now, this is why women are able to finesse men, right? Because why would she, if they ask her, do you want to press charges? She says, I don't know. Like, yes, we believe victims and we know there's a cycle of victimhood. So maybe in the moment you feel scared or you don't want to do it. I get it completely. But shouldn't it be looked at differently? If you don't tell the police in the moment, I want to press charges or I do not want to press charges, and you then go on to basically ask the guy for money. You ask him for money. Hey, you know what? I'll forgive this bullshit you did, but just give me my money. I need this. And if the guy turns it down, you go right back to the cops and say, yo, I do want to press charges. Isn't that extortion? Am I tripping?
December 20th, according to court documents, she still did not decide to file charges at that time. She ended up reaching back out to police a few days later and officially decided to file those charges December 23rd.
Well, and as this is playing out, the Patriots are in the middle of a monster season. They're in first place in their division and gearing up for the playoffs. So I'm curious, what is the team saying about all this?
So the team has said that Steffon Diggs informed them that he denies everything about it, and they released a statement that had 3 important words in it, said, we support Steffon. And so that's where it is right now. They are reserving further.
Now, I do want to tell y'all this, and Steffon Diggs might be saved by the fact that he went to the right team. Steffon Diggs he went to the team that their owner is Robert Kraft. If you don't know, Robert Kraft was caught getting rubbing tugs, basically getting his dick jacked off. He's like 85, getting his dick jacked off at some spa. He was caught in some sting. They basically let him go just because he was so powerful, and they just swept everything under the rug. He's not no angel either. And he's also have been the query of some of this shit. So if you're a player and you see the owner, he gets busy, he gets jiggy, he be dancing with the Migos and shit. You see, he goes to the white party. He's down with what's the dude that does a white party? Let's see. Look, owner of Patriots is Robert Kraft. Okay? Robert Kraft White Party. Okay? You're going to see him with a bunch of people. You see him with Tom Brady and, Michael Rubin. He gets down with the get down a little bit. Okay? You see him with Jay-Z over here. By the way, these are what we talk about when y'all talk about these secret whatever. Just keep looking at what I'm telling y'all. Now, the reason why this is a good organization for Steffon Diggs is that you're no choir boy, but the owner ain't either. The owner fuck with all them guys who got all type of things that people be saying, whether it comes to light or not. And what I believe is that this is a bold statement from the New England Patriots. They're saying that, hey, Steffon has told us about the incident, and he categorically denies the allegations. We support him. Now, there is another level to this. Roger Goodell, who, again, in this where it all comes full circle. Remember, I'm telling you, right? Remember, I'm telling you. Roger Goodell, remember, this is the Patriots owner. This is Michael Rubin. By the way, King Buck, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate you. Michael Rubin. So Patriots owner Robert Kraft, Michael Rubin, Jay-Z. Who's the guy who has Roger Goodell's ear? Well, obviously the owner of the Patriots, which would be Robert Kraft, but also Jay-Z. Here's the thing, and here's the interesting part about this. Yeah. The organization is standing with them. Now, what I was saying is that there's another level. Roger Goodell could suspend him from the league. So the team is basically saying we're not going to suspend him. Which we've came a long way from the quote unquote believe women. And by the way, I hate to bring this up, but Meg Thee Stallion, you fucked it up. Meg, you're one of the reasons, in my opinion, you fucked up the believe women mantra. A lot of people don't believe you. They actually think you're a habitual liar. That's just the reality about it. In previous years and in the past, these type of allegations, this guy would be suspended indefinitely. Instantly. Suspended. These days, after people have realized that, hey, maybe some of these guys haven't done what they're accused of, you're seeing the NFL and, well, these particular teams, they're doing a pullback. They're pulling back to say, whoa, you know what? We don't know. We're going to wait till the legal process plays out. You know, in a lot of these other, they didn't wait till the legal process played out with, well, let me not bring up Ray Rice because there was a video, but they don't wait in every situation for the legal process to play out. They usually just be like, oh, the allegations is enough. New England Patriots are saying, hey, we're aware of it. Steffon told us. He categorically denies it, and we support him, which means we ain't suspending him. So the only other option of him being suspended is the league, Roger Goodell, who is close buddies with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is at the white parties with the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, and Michael Rubin, who's like, the Illuminati head at this point. So basically, Steffon Diggs is about to beat these allegations if he really didn't do it, and the case actually bores the truth to be like, yo, Shorty just wanted some money. Cool. But what I'm pointing out is that the times and the tides are changing. It is. The teams are now telling these chicks, fuck off, you fucking gold digger. You fucking whore. You trying to get us to... Yo, Steffon Diggs last week, Cardi B showed up to the game, and Cardi B, don't get mad at me for saying this. Cardi B must got that fire pussy. I'm sorry, Cardi B, Offset, don't get mad at me. I love y'all. But Cardi B must got that fire. Everybody knows Steffon Diggs been looking washed. He's been looking washed for a minute. Steffon Diggs, stats. Last week, look, December 14th, look, this is his stats. 3 receptions, 26 yards, trash. December 1st, 3 receptions, 26 yards, trash. November 23rd, 2 receptions, 20 yards, trash. He did have a good game versus the Jets, but the Jets suck. 9 receptions, 105. But before then, 5 receptions, 46. 3 receptions, 38. 3 receptions, 14. 7 receptions. He's not doing that good. Cardi B shows up last game. And she started, I don't know if she was mouthing, like, got that wop. That wet ass. Got that wop. That nigga went crazy. 6 receptions, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. He averaged the most that we've seen of any game but the Panthers. He averaged his season high in yards gained per catch. Holy. So the team is thrilled with how he's playing. Maybe you just need to put Cardi B in the stands. And this nigga will finally stop playing like a bum. But regardless, they're now in the demeanor of saying, we not finna suspend him. Why are we going to suspend our guy? Because it's some person making allegations. Let the courts figure it out. We're playing football. Interesting. Let me finish playing this video, and then we're going to get to, because we do have more information.
comment, and I would add that the NFL has also weighed in on this. They have jurisdiction if they wanted to place Steffon Diggs on an exempt list where he wouldn't be available to the Patriots, but the league has officially said that they are aware of the matter. They've been in contact with the Patriots, and they will have no further comment at this time.
Well, and so with the Patriots saying that they support Steffon Diggs, do we know the next time we actually might see him in public?
So Steffon Diggs regularly meets with reporters on Wednesdays at his locker in the Patriots locker room, and that usually is in the early afternoon. We'll see if that takes.
Yeah, he ain't talking to y'all, man. Get out of here. All right. So, Steffon Diggs' lawyer called into the court, and there's actually some court footage. Let me see. Steffon Diggs court. Supposedly his lawyer called into court, which that was kind of. Can I show it? Maybe.
First and misdemeanor. Patriots tell 12 News.
I want to show you the inside of the court when this happened. Is it this?
We're outside Dedham District Court in Dedham, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah.
Patriots wide receiver Steffon Diggs. And earlier this, she said Diggs' lawyer. We did try reaching out to the.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys don't need to see it in the court. There is a video on social media that kind of represents the court. Regardless, what we're going to get into is the police report they were trying to suppress is out. I forgot it's 1F for the court. 1F for Steffon. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right.
To breaking news.
The complainant has made a financial.
Wait. Okay. Let me play this video.
Now we go to breaking news.
Back to one of our top stories you saw first here on Boston 25 today. New England Patriots star Steffon Diggs is facing serious criminal charges, accused of strangling his private chef. We have team coverage beginning with Boston 25 news reporter Ellie Mario live outside the home in Dedham where this allegedly happened, Ellie.
Yeah, well, you know, I was actually inside of the courtroom where Steffon Diggs' legal team filed a motion to impound a police report and related materials. They argued over the phone why they feel these documents should remain sealed, but now most of...
That's the police report they wanted no one to get, which clearly, this is the funny thing, it seems like the league was trying to not make this a big deal as well. Which the league has came a long way. Remember the Me Too era and all that type of stuff where the league was like, yo, you put hands on a woman, we're going to terminate your career. The league now is just saying, yo, keep this shit out of the media, keep this shit out of the blogs, keep this shit out of the police blotter, and you're good, gang. They're back to old school.
Of those records have been made public. I'm holding on to that criminal complaint here in my hand. Here's
Diggs' team was trying to make sure, or Diggs' lawyers was trying to make sure this was suppressed.
what his legal team had to say in court today.
From our perspective as a financial employer.
Now, I know it's showing Diggs' mouth moving, but they called, that's his lawyers that called into court. So forget what you're seeing. You're hearing a phone call into court. This was kind of wild.
Employee dispute. The complainant has made a financial offer of a resolution to resolve that.
So essentially, are y'all hearing this? This is something that's now been trumped up to a felonious charge of strangulation or asphyxiation, which means choking. And they're now saying Diggs' lawyer called in the court and said, hey, could we have these things suppressed? By the way, the victim has reached out to us and said that, you know, all this could be resolved if we meet a monetary demand. How could a court, a court's not supposed to oversee. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of A$AP Rocky case. And by the way, they dismissed all them shits. You know why? Because it said, bro, you weren't going to even press charges on homie if he paid you. It's only because you didn't get paid, that's why you went forward with this. So it's bullshit. You literally have Steffon Diggs' lawyer calling into the court to say, hey, judge, can we suppress everything? The reason why is that the victim says that if we give them a certain amount of money, they won't go forward and they're good. Wow. Listen to this.
Employee dispute. The complainant has made a financial offer of a resolution to.
The complainant, that's the victim, has made a financial offer that says if we meet, can resolve the dispute, which means if we pay her off, she has no problem.
To resolve that dispute to Mr. Diggs' advisors, and as we speak, they're working to come to an agreement on that.
So basically saying we're in negotiation with her, which, by the way, is Steffon Diggs. I'm going to show you guys in a few seconds. Steffon Diggs, let me tell you this. I always tell people, you see when you're rich, I be telling my homies who just get rich because they be thinking they really tough. Like, they look at me, they're like, "Ak, you a simp." They be like, "Man, fuck these bitches. Yo, a bitch can't," this is how they talk. "A bitch can't do this. A bitch can't do that." And I said, bro, you're rich and famous. Who gives a fuck about the bitch? Here's the thing. When you on that fuck a bitch shit, bro, she has more leverage than you because she just has to make you look bad. It don't matter if it's true. Who knows if this shit real? Shorty just wants some money. You're going to see later, she was texting Steffon Diggs, and they did have a dispute over money because she was his chef. And you know what Steffon Diggs told her? "Bitch, you ain't getting a fucking dollar out of me. Suck a dick, ho." You know what she did with that? She trumped it up to here, and it's national news. That's why I tell all my homies this. Let me tell you this. Like, even when they be like, "Yo, Ak, you gotta," what? Let me tell you this. You know what I learned? Even in that situation, man, I should have never made Shorty feel like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on some shit like, man, you are, and I mean, you got to take the L. Got to take the L. No matter what she did. She fucked your homeboy, take the L. I know, for y'all saying, "Oh, hell, now you a simp, Act." When you got millions of dollars and people don't got millions of dollars, you have to take the loss. Trust me, I've learned that. You got to take the loss. Or else they're going to wield one thing that's always going to ruin you. Oh, so you want me to go public with it? Because when I go public with it, nobody knows me. They all know you. It ain't going to look good for you, gang. So you're going to see, basically, Steffon Diggs is now saying he's negotiating or trying to negotiate with the woman now. When there's criminal charges, the NFL's covering it. Every media is covering it. But you're going to watch her in text message basically asking for money. And that's why I tell my niggas to take the L's. You know what he tells her? "Bitch, yo, eat a dick. You ain't getting a motherfucking coin." See that was cap? Later on, he got to pay anyway. And by the way, I don't even know if he did shit. But let me rewind a little bit and keep going.
Solution to resolve that dispute to Mr. Diggs' advisors, and as we speak, they're working to come to an agreement on that.
The incident report states that the alleged victim walked into Dedham police back on December 16th to report a past incident. She claims she worked as a private chef and was assaulted by her employer during a dispute over unpaid wages at a Dedham home back on December 2nd. That employer is identified as NFL star Steffon Diggs. The alleged victim claims Diggs struck her in the face and then placed her in a chokehold before throwing her onto a bed. Diggs is charged with felony strangulation or suffocation.
Skinny, I only have problems because I didn't pay. But I want to give both sides of it, because anything I heard about me would have never been a thing if I did pay. Now, granted, what they try to say about me, you never want to pay for, because you don't even want people to think that that's not true. You don't want people to think, like, if it was some shit where someone says you roughed up a chick, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not cool still. But, like, they're not going to look at you like the worst ever. Niggas saying you took some box, yeah, that's the worst ever. I ain't going to lie. So you can't pay, period, if you're going to do it.
And a separate misdemeanor assault and battery charge.
But there is the right of public access.
And by the way, I'm pretty sure Steffon Diggs' lawyer, I don't know if he hit up his lawyer before he sent a message to her. They'd probably say, "Yo, Steph, what's your contract?" Let's look up his contract. Look. Steffon Diggs' contract. It's 3 years, $65 million. How much are you getting paid this year? How much is Steffon Diggs getting paid this year? He's getting paid 22 to 23 million. When they suspend you for these type of things, it's without pay. Now, who knows? I guarantee this chick, she was a chef. Bro, she probably wanted maybe $500,000. Now, I get it. Sometimes you're looking at these people like, and this is what I tell you about being like a celebrity or person of interest. Because if you weren't who you were, you'd be like, yo, bro, you're finessing me. Like, yo, you're not owed that. Like, you're just taking advantage of me. Unfortunately, because these hefty contracts you get are based in this supposed good image that you have, you almost have to be down to get extorted. Oh, you're about to say this? All right, fuck it. So here's the dilemma Steffon Diggs is in. Maybe he did do it or maybe he didn't. If you pay her the $500,000, you kind of feel like you're a sucker, but it protects your $22 million contract. She's like, you're not going to pay me? All right, bet I'm going to go to the media. And if I could get you suspended, you're going to at least miss out on $5 million. So it's like pay $500,000 or lose $5 million. And I'm pretty sure his lawyers and his agent and the lawyers for the agent or the agency that reps him probably told him that. Yo, bro, we don't even give a fuck if you did this to this chick. But if she went to the cops that night, she had some type of proof. Bro, if she puts this shit out, they're probably going to cook you, bro. Yo, how much she want? She want $500,000? And I'm pretty sure Steffon Diggs, out of ego, is probably saying, yo, bro, she was my chef. Like, dog, I paid her $3,000 a week. Like, bro, yo, she's not owed $500,000. She not even, I didn't even touch her. She's mad that I didn't pay her, blah, 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 blah. Yo, she's really owed like $30,000. Why would I pay her $500,000? And I'm pretty sure an agent or a business manager was saying to him, yo, Steffon, bro, you got to pay her, bro. Because when she goes to TMZ, it's going to be a whole thing. And I think what happened is they probably went to the NFL and probably let the NFL know, like, yo, there's this young woman, she's trying to extort me. Because that's what most of these things are. Like, a chick hits you up for money, she ain't go public yet, and then when you say no to the money, she goes right to the media. So I'm pretty sure he hits up the NFL because the NFL says they've been made aware, not just now, but before. So I'm pretty sure they heard about this, and they probably was just like, all right, so what happened? Okay, cool. Okay, did you talk to the cops? All right, we'll look into it, but you're saying this is what happened. Oh, you have proof that she's asking you for money? And she says if you give her money, she will not go forward with this? All right, bet. And I'm pretty sure that's why the Patriots are defending him. Like, all right, yo, this chick is just trying to shake him down. So really, think about this. $23 million you're making. A chick comes to you. She probably got some bullshit lawyer with her and says, you either pay me $500,000. Granted, maybe like her wages or whatever you owe her is $30,000. Pay me $500,000 or I'm going to go to the media and possibly cost you $5 million. Steffon Diggs is a nigga. You could tell. Look at all the bitches he fucking with. He a nigga. He's like, bro, I owe you $30,000. I'm not paying you $500,000. You crazy as fuck. I'm not some goof. You're not getting $500,000 out of me. You know what she says? Oh, word? Okay, cool. We don't need to keep talking. She goes to the media. Oh, no, she goes to the cops, files it, and then she gets it to the media. Bingo. Still hit you.
In these matters.
Records obtained by Boston 25 show text messages.
Here we go. Listen. This is what the girl said to him. You will be paying me out for the season. So apparently she was a chef. She's saying, I don't know what happened with them, but looked like maybe he promised her that she was going to be chef for like, it's like a contract, maybe a verbal one, because it looked like she don't got no paperwork. Yo, move here, do this, change your life to be my chef. I'm in New England. You're going to be my chef and cook for me. And whatever happens, he don't want her to be the chef no more. So he's done with her being a chef. She gets fired. She gets mad. They get into some arguments, whatever. I don't know if it gets physical, but she claims it does. She's texting him, you will be paying me out for the season. Basically saying, you're going to give me all the money. even if I didn't work it yet. And for the money you said you would give me for my business. So it looked like he probably sweet-talked her. Nah, girl, if you come over here and you cook for me and you do this, like, yo, I'm going to pay you for this season. And, yo, you said you wanted to get a restaurant, right? I'm going to put like 20, 30 grand towards that. That's what she has in her mind. He's trying to fire her or whatever. He said, no, you need to pay me out for the whole season and for the money you say you're going to give for my business. He said, you wasted my time being here because you got a circus going on. I'm out of your life. Now I'm going to keep it a being with you. Steffon Diggs, I'm going to be honest with you. You need to be neutered, nigga. You're too fucking horny. If you hiring a chef with a BBL and you got 5 other baby mamas that look bad as hell and you with Cardi B, how many bitches you want to fuck, nigga? Your dick is going to be a downfall, gang. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Now, and again, that might be a little bit hypocritical for me to say because that's most men. Most of us men, our dick is our downfall. We too horny. We can't, it's like we have an insatiable appetite for more. Why, if you hiring a chef, why you need a bitch with a BBL? I'm going to show you the chef. Bitch got a BBL. Yo, the curvature of her ass is like, yo, it's like pi squared. Like, it's sine pi squared. Like, bro, it's shit is the circumference, the diameter. Nigga, that shit is like a trigonometric like equation, nigga. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Nigga, this shit is like, yo, this shit is crazy. Why you need a chef with a BBL? Come on, gang. So I know what type of time you was on. She was chefing you up some food. You were probably still trying to fuck. And this is what these chicks do. Bro, these chicks just dangle the pussy in front of you and just gather information on you to use as blackmail. That's all it is. They dangle pussy in front of you. They know men are weak of the flesh. And then they gather information on you and then they stick you up. 95% of women extort men in one way or the other. Because when women are done with you, they could just walk away unless they have a child with you. They could just walk away. Most of the time when women are dealing with men is because of some other incentive. And if you told a woman, I want nothing to do with you and I'm done, and she realized you cut off all her financial benefits, you ain't paying her rent, you ain't paying her, you ain't doing nothing, trust me, some weird shit finna come on. It's extortion, no matter what you call it. Because when they done with you, they could walk away. When you done with them, they still want you to pay them in perpetuity. That's extortion, if you ask me. So she's now playing her cards. You're going to pay me out for this. You're going to give me this money. You're going to give me that. You're going to waste my time. You did this. Once you see a woman, and I've been there, when these women tell you, women will tell you, you need to compensate them for wasting their time. The hubris of most women, you won't even understand. Most women don't understand the time wasted by most men that it takes to chase them on average. You know how much time it takes for niggas to work overtime to get the amount of money to save up to go bring you on a trip or bring you on to this expensive restaurant, get you these gifts. The niggas texting you, DMing you. Women don't value time of men on average. Not every woman. But you see this woman, she's taxing him. You're going to pay me for wasting my time. Now, I think he was fucking. Steffon Diggs needs electroconvulsive therapy, whatever that shit's called. That nigga, he got community dick and he can't stop fucking every bad bitch around him. Boy, when a chick say I'm out your life, she's not just your chef. She's your lover. I know it because I know one of them ones where like they're working for you, but you fucking them too. Your employee don't say this. Your employee don't say I'm out your life. Your employee says, I am no longer employed. You're fucking her. I'll say the quiet part out loud. Steffon Diggs, you one horny motherfucker. And Cardi B, this is the man you picked. I just want to let you know I love you, girl. But this is the man you picked. It looked like he's been dicking down everything within 100 yards of him. He might be fucking the cheerleaders, if you ask me. Cardi B, you better not. Yo, Cardi, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love you like cooked food. But if you ever come out later on and you try to get us to have any sympathy, we had sympathy for Offset because Offset did the wine and dine. He fooled you, blah, 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 blah. You were a big star. He got you on his wing, gave you all these kids, got married to you. You tried to cut him off a couple times, tried to leave. He got you back. But this nigga right here, his history was written in stone. His own teammates was telling you. His teammates, look, Steffon Diggs, teammates, they all said it. If there's one nigga
on this team
in
would
here,
you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
let me tell you this: women are attracted to cheaters. Then they complain about them.
Man, no. We're going to leave it like that. No.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Steffon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So
this shit been out there for years. You know, I keep saying, and I said to Cardi for the first time, I said with Offset, I said, listen, don't let nobody shame you about Offset. If Offset's a cheater, that's your cheater. Let me tell you, that's how Grandma and Grandpa used to go. Listen, Grandpa used to slang community dick too. He had a family, 2 houses from yours. But he didn't really claim them. He claimed your grandma. He was living with your grandma, but he really had a bitch down the street 3 houses later. Okay? Maybe y'all grew up in a small community or ruled in like some village. Yeah, Grandpa was a wild boy. But you know what happened? Let me tell you this. Grandma knew that nigga, that's her cheater. That's her cheater. At the end of the day, he might have kids over there. He might have a girl over there. He fucking on that chick that's 10 years younger than him over there. But he gonna always come home because that's her nigga. And I said it to Cardi B. Offset was your cheater. I don't care what bitch he fucked up in Starlet and all that. That's your cheater. Women need to accept that y'all are going for niggas who are cheaters. That's your cheater. Now you got Steffon Diggs. Mr. Community Dick himself. You can't control this nigga from a can of paint. That's not even your cheater at this point. You deal with a nigga you don't even know what type of cheating he got going on. He fucking the maids, the chefs, he fucking 10 baby mamas, the cheerleaders. This nigga he might fuck the parking attendant. This nigga is wild with it. The fact is, you don't leave one cheater and get to a bigger cheater. I've been said it. The signs were all there. These ain't videos that I'm earthing. These shit's been public. The whole team. Who would you not want around your sister? My sister? Oh, hell no. Don't bring Steffon Diggs within 10 feet radius of him.
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Least like to date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
What guy on this team
Nigga, there's 52 players in the fucking locker room.
would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Well, nobody want me to date this, is it? I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
Feel differently about me?
Yeah.
They just don't know me well enough. That's what it is.
Shit. Here's the point I'm trying to say. I'm not here to hate on Steffon Diggs. All I'm trying to say, Cardi, hey, this is now your cheater. You've inherited this nigga. So when he with his 15 other baby mamas, when he fucking the cheerleaders, his chef, everybody else, you could be in the group chat with us, but we can't have no sympathy for you. We love you. But this is who you picked. You see, Sierra was with Future. Everybody know Future is a trick and a cheater. She didn't run to a bigger trick and a cheater. She went to the square, Russell Wilson. Okay, she clearly identified what she didn't want. She went opposite. Cardi identified what she didn't want and picked somebody else that's Offset is Super Saiyan 1. She found Super Saiyan 5. Hey, we can't have no more sympathy for you. We love you, though. We love you. We love you. It is what it is. Now, here's the thing. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna get back to these texts, chat. When you got somebody saying I'm out of your life, that's not just a chef. That's somebody receiving dick. Now let's go look at how this chef look, because let's see if this motherfucker look like Chef Boyardee. Let's go look at his chef. Look, Steffon chef. Let's go look at his fucking chef. I need to see the chef. Let's see the chef. Because somebody point me to the chef. Let me see how this chef was looking. Here we go. Let me just look. Picture. It's a picture of the chef somewhere. Steffon Diggs, because if I was him, I'd be moving just like him. Trim and fucking every chick near me that's bad. Look how this motherfucking chef look. Y'all tell me if y'all could. You know, there's sometimes, you say don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes I could tell if somebody know how to, you know, measure the ingredients right and get the recipe. And like this chick, when I seen this picture right here, chat, when I seen this picture, I said this chick know how to season food good. And oh my sweet Jesus, look at them hipster. Ooh, oh my God. Ooh, look at that curvature right here. Oh my God. Bumbo clot, dog. Yo, the oxtail. Yo, extra gravy upon that. Yo, jerk chicken. Yo, curry goat. Yo, hold yam potato. Yo, rice and peas. Yo, bumbo clot. I be a box shot. Oh my God. Chat. Jerk chicken, jerk everything. Yo. Hey, if any of y'all chefs look like this, send your motherfucking resume, a bunch of pictures, to akademicsmusic@gmail.com. I got a permanent, and y'all gonna live in my house? So you're gonna feed me and, hold on, let me not say the quiet part out loud. You gonna feed me? Hey, Akademicsmusic Yo, you look like this and cook curry goat, oxtail. Oh my God. Woo! Jesus. Yo, I need some more pictures. This is the only chef I'd hire without pictures of the food. Yo. You know I respond to this resume? Like she sent this, I say, yo, bumbo clot dog. Yo, send some pictures in the bikini. Straight up. Yo, this ass looks so fat, I know not to ask her to make no pancakes because she don't got none. She got some plums. She got some juicy shit. Oh, yeah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yo! She sent me this picture as a resume. Bumbo clot dog. Watermelon. Didn't Beyonce talk about some shit like that? Let's go! I'm on a fruit diet now. Oh, yeah. Bumbo clot dog. This is how the chefs is looking? I wouldn't give a fuck if this bitch could boil water. I don't care if she could boil water. Yo! Bumbo clot dog. Hey, you a chef and you look like this? I don't need to see no recipe. Yo, just send me a Kanye workout plan. I want to know how you got these hips. I need to see that thigh. To keep her, fuck that. Y'all talking about, you wake up in the morning, you smell what's in the kitchen. Yo, what pussy still, but yo, what between them thighs smell like? Woo! Yes. Oh, yeah. Is that twerk win from that fat ass? Oh, my God. Don't even worry about cooking no food today. We're having a DoorDash day. Shout out to DoorDash. It's a DoorDash day today. Hold on. Come here, girl. I just need you to take the Popeyes out of the box in a bikini and lay it right there while I'm chilling with Netflix in my hand. Do that. You're my chef. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Watermelon, watermelon. Woo! Yo, pour me a shot real quick. Pour yourself one, too. Let's go. When I see that shit talking about I'm out of your life, yeah, all right. That nigga fucking. That nigga is fucking. Woo! So Steffon Diggs messaged her back. I won't be paying you. Well, actually, I got the real messages. Let's get to it. I got the full unedited messages. And we got a police report before they sealed it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We zoom in on a bit. He said, I won't be paying you shit. Fuck I look like paying you and paying another chef. Is you high, bitch? Who the fuck gotta give you money? Who the fuck gotta give you money for your business right now? No, for the business. I don't gotta do a motherfucking thing. And you could get whoever you want. You got my address. Tell them. He said, you got my address. Tell them come take the money. Then fuck you talking about. Show me I'm pussy. See, I told you, chat. You got to take the L with these chicks. You know what it was? He probably was fucking her. He fucking her, so he talking crazy to her. Not knowing she gonna go right to the courthouse and right to the law. You see, Steffon Diggs up mad millions. Man, this chick really need that like 20 grand or whatever it is. Like, yo, stop playing with Shorty. Like, Shorty's really like on that with you. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in reality, I don't believe the bitch anyway. This is extortion tactics, gang. This is extortion tactics. Pay me my money or I'm gonna bring some shit up. Now, let's read this goddamn police report. Holy. It said, you hit her with a Ric Flair. Woo! Of course, man. Like, yes. Yo, chat, Joe Budden been telling me to get a chef this whole time. He was telling me the price. I said, hey, that ain't that bad, but I ordered DoorDash and I could cook little. Hey, nobody in the chat. Hey, anybody in the chat, any male, not my chat queens, I love y'all. Any male in the chat think they could cook better than me? Yo, I cook y'all under the bus. Yo, I'm Jamaican. Jamaican men, we know how to cook. Oh my God. I'm a chef. Straight up. Me, I'm in the kitchen. You know a nigga like to eat. A nigga like to eat. None of y'all could outcook me. Sometimes when I have like these chicks that look a little bit too good, I don't even want them near the kitchen. Bitch, that's not your special. That's not your forte. It's in the bedroom. I'm in the kitchen. You be in the bedroom. Like, do your thing there. Okay? Me and you gonna do some taste testing in the bedroom. Okay? Let me rock with the kitchen. I don't eat from all these chicks. Here's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I could cook. Also, I'm Jamaican, so I'm like mad scientific. My mom be telling me all the time. She'll be like, yo, watch out for these girls, Junior. They'll put period blood in your food. I'm like, period blood? What the fuck? Period blood? What the hell? In Jamaican culture, they say when a chick wants to catch you, which means like get you obsessed with them, they'll make you food and smear period blood like in the ingredients, and supposedly it's like an old school thing. It gets you obsessed with them. Anybody ever heard that? Maybe some Jamaican shit. That's some Jamaican shit. I'm like, Mom, what you talking about? Period blood? What the hell, Mom? Mom, what the hell? What the hell? Y'all never heard about that. Nah, for real. I'm Jamaican. Most Jamaican men, if you're really born in Jamaica, you don't eat from people. We scared of getting poisoned, and we scared of people manipulating your food because, you know, just like how Haitians do voodoo, in Jamaica we call it obia. And those type of beliefs, a lot of it sometimes is the manipulation of food to alter how someone feels, thinks, or whatever. So we're really skeptical about our food consumption. Me, I don't eat from nobody if I don't see you prepare it, unless you're my parents. Yeah, like you can't bring, like I don't do no potluck. Oh yeah, I made this at my house. All right, bet. Pluto gonna try this shit. Bet. Pluto gonna try. Yo, Pluto. Yo, try this bullshit right here. All right, bet. I look at Pluto, and Pluto look up at me like, yo, what the fuck is this? Nah, stop it, Pluto. Yo, bitch, get the fuck out of my house. What the fuck you got going on in here, man? Africans are like that, too. Africans don't eat from everybody. Africans don't eat from everybody. Africans don't eat from everybody. I got to be honest. Oh, my God. Shit. Whole time I'm at Everyday Struggle, Joe is like, why don't you get a chef? I'm like, for what? I didn't know the chef was coming like this. Jesus. Woo. Okay. Now I know. All right. Let's get to reading this police report. The thing that they, should I call Lauren Conlon? I don't want to call her. She might be with her husband, and nigga might be like, why you calling? Nah, she chill. Her husband chill too. Okay. We'll read the police report first. Let's see. We're going to read what they accuse him of. So, by the way, they sealed it, but somehow, I guess, like, the paperwork was available before it got sealed, and people took pictures of it because you can't find it on the website, and they put it out. Steffon Diggs Police Report. Let's go. So, we got it here, okay? So, bet. Bingo. Here we go, Chad. Let's read through this bitch. Oh, yeah. All right, come on. They said on, I got to zoom in a little bit. Fuck, I can't. Oh. Okay. On 12/16, while assigned to the front desk, Adams entered the station to report a incident. Adams appeared emotional, and was initially hesitant to give a statement. She asked for a female officer. I checked the scheduling sheets and saw that we didn't have one until 4 p.m. I let Adams know this, and I told her I'd give her a few minutes to think about the things, and that I understood that if she was uncomfortable with speaking with me, after a few minutes, she said that she would give the report to me. I brought her into the interview room from the lobby, and we began to speak. After taking out her information, I asked her to tell me in her own words what happened. She was initially hesitant to reveal a suspect, okay? But I told her that I could take a statement and we could talk about it later. She went on to say on 12/2, which is December 2nd, 2025, she was working as a private chef at 7 Schoolmaster Lane in Dedham. Wow, dox him. Holy. 7 Schoolmaster Lane. Yeah, they doxed the fuck out of him. Let me see the crib. Holy. Okay. This is just his Patriots crib. So, all right. Let me see how this bitch looking inside. Huh? Yeah, this is the freak off shit. Your Diggs might be on that Diddy shit. Well, I like this closet. This. Look like it's a new renovation. He's probably renting this spot. I don't think he bought it. Well, whatever. Cool. So, yeah. Let's see. What the fuck? All right. She said that on this date, she was working as a private chef there. The male, wait, hold on. Okay. The male she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. Now, chat, I got to be honest with you. It's sketch, right? It's sketch. I get it. Some places do, when you have a lot of bedrooms, you have a live-in chef. Why do you have a live-in chef that has a BBL? Like, come on, bro. Now, obviously, you could kind of explain that to be like, well, maybe she's not from that area. He didn't want to pay more money for her to have an apartment down the street. But come on, like, we got to start using common sense. Your live-in chef that lives in your house has a BBL. She makes soul food and sucks the soul out of it. Oh, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Anyway. All right. They've been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male, which is Steffon. She alleges the male then smacked her across the face. She said she tried to push him away. The male then tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. She said he was behind her with his arm wrapped around her. She said she felt like she had trouble breathing and she felt like she could have blacked out. She said that's when she tried to pry his arm away and he tightened his grip. At that point, the male threw her onto the bed. He said something to the effect of, "Thought so." And then she told him that she still hadn't been paid. At that point, the male said lies and walked out the room. She explained to me that he needs to sign off on payments in order for her to be paid, which is why she confronted him directly. I asked her if she had documented any of the injuries when this occurred. She said she had some redness on her upper chest, but did not take photos. Okay, that's going to work in his favor. There's no photos. Usually these chicks be like they got mad pictures. Like, who cares if it's actually, they don't got nothing to prove that you did it, but they take pictures of bruises, even if they fell on their own volition, right? Okay, so at this point in the conversation, Adams revealed that the male names was Diggs. Steffon, that is. Steffon Diggs currently played for the New England Patriots of the NFL. Due to his fame, she was hesitant to come forward with this. I inquired about the details of her employment so I could understand the relationship. She said she began as a private chef around 7/20/2025, and her employment was supposed to go through the end of the NFL season. She said that she is normally paid by wire transfer, and the initial agreement was for weekly pay. She said that since she's been working there, she has been getting paid monthly instead. As of now, she said that she believes she's owed a month's pay. So basically, she's saying that the argument started because she confronted him because she's owed a month's pay. In early November, she was told by Diggs that her employment was not needed for the week. For the week of what? 11/7 to the 14th. That means she would have to vacate her room for a week because he was having house guests. He told her to go home. You know what that means? Yo, my girl coming over. Go the fuck home, bitch. Right? Like, your girl come over and the chef walking around in a nightgown with a BBL. Like, come on, bro. Like, your girl is not that stupid, man. Cardi used to work at a strip club. Cardi know what the vibes is. Right? All right, bet. Told her to go home and said she did not need to provide financial assistance for a flight, blah, blah. This is where she was going to stay with a friend. She said that since she did not ask to be sent home for a week, she should still be paid for her salary. She said that is standard in this type of work arrangement, unless the employee asks for time off. After the alleged assault on 12/2/2025, Adams left her position and the residence to stay with a friend in blah, blah, blah. She said that on 12/9, she returned to the house to get her property. At that point, she texted Diggs, who told her to take up the monetary sum with his assistant. She spoke to Melissa from finance, who explained that Diggs had requested her sign a non-disclosure agreement from Adams before she would be paid. Chad, all this is given that he's fucking her. She got some tea on him. And, this is his last leverage to say, sign this non-disclosure that you don't expose it because I'm with a high-profile woman, Cardi B. Come on. Like, we're not fucking dumb. Right? Adams did not sign any documents, so she didn't sign a non-disclosure. I told Adams that we could proceed with an investigation and file charges, but she said that she didn't want to file any charges at this time. I told her that as a victim, an officer would be following up regardless. I also let her know that if her mind changed, we could certainly go further with the investigation and charges. I explained the process to her in regard to obtaining a restraining order. She said that she did not wish to seek one at the time. She said that she just wanted to go home and had no intention of returning. Adams was also going to email any screenshots related to this incident at her convenience. I sent her the domestic violence risk assessment form and a strangulation suffocation form via email. These were returned to me and added to the incident. These screenshots were sent to me and added to the incident. These came from a different number that was initially provided. When I inquired about this discrepancy, Adams identified this as a number where she had communicated with Diggs in the past. Diggs gave her a burner phone. She got a burner phone to text, yo, I need my dick sucked, come over here, bring a couple of grapes, some whipped cream, and I got some handcuffs and a honey pack, and we finna, come on now. Like, come on, chat. We know what this is, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Y'all not gonna play in our face like we stupid. He's fucking her, bro. She got a different number that the cops know. She clearly got a work phone. What chef need a work phone? Nah, this is the phone that you could communicate safely on when you're getting piped out. Let's keep it a beam, man. All right, anyway. Okay. On 12/20, around 9:45, I spoke to Adams over the phone. We discussed how she would like to proceed. As of this day, she wanted to hold off on criminal charges being filed. She asked that I reach out to Diggs and ask him not to contact her anymore. So she doesn't want to do a restraining order, but she wants the cop to kind of scare him. Okay. She said that earlier in the week, she received a voicemail and a text message from a female that she believes to be Diggs' girlfriend, Cardi B, I'm assuming. Based on these messages, Adams believed that Diggs somehow knew the police were contacted. So basically, Steffon Diggs knew that she went to the cops, and sometimes you gotta get a woman to go talk to a woman because like the woman will act like she's scared of the man. I get it. So Cardi's trying to do the bidding. I get it. The message stated something to the effect of, yo, you don't need to do all this. It's not that big of a deal. I assured Adams, I'm still wondering, why don't you just pay the chick at that point, right? But whatever, cool. I assured Adams that Diggs had not been contacted yet by any members of the police. So the cop is telling her, we haven't reached out to him. I contacted Diggs at a number provided, and it went straight to voicemail. I identified myself and asked for a callback on 12/22 around 1:30 p.m. I attempted to contact Diggs for a second time. It also went straight to voicemail. I left a second voice message. I notified Adam, and she sent me an email for a woman that handles Diggs' business interests. If I've not received a call back by 12:23, I will reach out to her. In the meantime, I received an email and voicemail from Adams on 12/22, and the voicemail expressed interest of going forward with criminal charges. I called back twice, and it went to voicemail. So you could tell this is some bullshit. Shorty's using the cops, and women do this bullshit. They threaten men. So behind the scenes, what's happening is that she's threatening Steffon on, I'm going to ruin your career. You're in the NFL. You can't put hands on me. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yo, I got the one up on you. If you don't give me what I want, if you don't do this, I'm gonna fuck your career up. Now, here's the thing, and I think Steffon Diggs did wrong. And by the way, I'm speaking here, I'm doing some assumptions, but I'm a nigga, and I know how bitches try to extort, because a couple of whores try to extort me too. You know what it is? Diggs, Steffon, you fucked up by putting your girlfriend in it. If you're fucking your chef, you don't put your girlfriend to go calm your side chick down. Your side chick's going to get even more mad. No bitch is good with being a side chick. In reality. Like, they'll do it while they're getting paid by you, or they'll do it, whatever. But they really want to be the main chick. You got to send a woman you're not fucking to go talk to her. You send Cardi, it only makes her feel like a second-place citizen, and she's even more mad now. Cardi's probably saying, girl, calm down, calm down. This whole time, she's probably been a secret from Cardi. She's probably, like, come on, like, we know what this is. So she gets more mad that Cardi comes to her and is trying to, like, calm her down. And then she's probably like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga is playing with me. Diggs, you're supposed to use your mama. Your mama calls her. Your mother, not Cardi B. Your mother calls her. When you got a chick with a BBL that, come on, we all know you're probably slanging some cock on, you don't send your actual girlfriend to calm him down. By the way, Cardi B is P. Cardi B probably know what it is. Cardi B know that this nigga's a whore. Cardi B probably was like, yo, I'm about to just go holler at him, holler at this bitch to keep shit on the wraps, because Cardi know the game. Yo, Cardi was just sued by some random chick who claimed Cardi beat her up. And Cardi's like, bitch, I ain't beat you up. What the fuck you talking about? So Cardi knows there's a bunch of people who ain't celebrities that's always going to try to finesse her or extort Diggs. So even though she probably mad at Diggs for, yo, bro, you fucking your chef too? Brother, you're fucking the chef? Nigga, I know you're fucking her, and her, these baby mamas, and the chef. God damn. But you know what? She gonna keep it peak. Cardi's a chick. She gonna keep it peak. Come on, man. She from the Bronx. Come on, stop playing. So Cardi's like, all right, man, I'm going to go talk to her. But that enrages the girl. you realize is when Cardi reaches out, she starts saying, I'm pressing charges. Why? Yo, the unmitigated gall of you, like, why the fuck you gonna have your main girl reach out to me as a side chick to tell me to knock it off? Like, I give a fuck about y'all. I give a fuck about, like, y'all basically gonna cut me out the picture anyway. Nigga, you just told me you wasn't gonna pay me for a week. You just told me that you're cutting me off. You're telling me that you're about to go with another chef. And you know why? You know how girls think. You're cutting me off because your new bitch don't like the fact that I got a big-ass BBL and I'm walking around your crib in a fucking silk see-through outfit that you can see this goddamn punani and the titties is, bang, showing in the goddamn crib. Cardi B is in L.A. or Atlanta, wherever the fuck, or Jersey, wherever she at, and she got to be thinking, yo, my man is at his crib with his goddamn chef that got the biggest BBL we've seen on this side of the equator. Her titties is out. She got a nipple ring, and she looked like she could suck a fucking. Come on, bro. Yo, like she could suck the bubble gum out of a fucking straw. Yes. So I could imagine Cardi's probably one of the reasons he gotta let her go. So she's more tight. You gonna send Cardi to come talk to me? Oh, you think I'm some punk? Okay, cool. I got nothing to lose. Y'all do. I bet. I'm going to go talk to the cops. Remember the cops called her twice. You want to press charges? Nah, not yet. You want to press charges? Nah, not yet. Remember, she even called the cops and said, could you tell them to stop hitting me up? Because they're kind of getting weird on me. Soon as Cardi hit her up, yo, I'm pressing charges. You never send your main... Yo, all men. And come on, Steffon. Like, you're a modern day whore. Like, you're like most guys. It's cool. You don't send your main chick. Hey, I'll give y'all a real quick story. Nah, I should keep myself out of this. Y'all heard some of my stories. Nah, no, I won't. Hey, me, the community diggler I am. I got my chick. I won't tell you which chick. Y'all can put faces or whoever to it, but it's my girl. And it's not who y'all think. It's not my last. Just please stop mentioning that person. Some other chick that I happen to, on the side, she pop up. She's like, yo, hey, surprise, I'm pregnant. I was kind of on an off period with my chick. My chick come back. I love my girl. Like, if anybody got to get pregnant or something, it got to be my girl. A side ting getting pregnant is not in the works, okay? That's why I love Cardi. Cardi's a strong woman. I don't know how she deal with all them other chicks getting pregnant, but you can't get the sides pregnant. Anyway, this chick is saying this. At first, I'm trying to get her to get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, eventually, it's some real shit chat. Eventually, I think I told y'all this story before. Eventually, like, you know, because Shorty was like just lying, you know, she really finessed me with this whole pregnancy shit. Actually, I don't even think she was pregnant at all, but that's another story. I'll tell y'all later. I kind of get mad because she had lied about certain things, about birth control, this and third. I'm like, I thought she was on it. What? Cool. I cut her off. Blah, blah. I'm like, if you're going to have a kid, nigga. I'm like, yo, you know, I hit her with the infamous line. Congratulations, you're now a single baby mama. Because you just finessed me. Like, you told me that you was on this and that. You can't have kid. But I bet. Now you popping up because you realize that I'm not in love with you and you saying you have a kid. Congrats. You're a statistic. I'm sorry. All right. You know, see you in court. That's the only leverage you have as a guy, right? So that's what I said. But I ain't talked to her for a while because at first I think she knew I was a little bit pussy. Like I was like running around like mad scared. Like she got me on the she's like, I know this nigga don't want to have a kid, so I have him wrapped around my finger. She'd be like, yo, I don't feel good. Like she would literally say this. Yo, I'm not feeling good right now. Like I don't want to be she would live with her parents. I want to be around my parents. Could you get me a hotel? And I would have to book it because like you're playing nice with this chick who's really like you're like, I'm trying to eventually convince you that I don't want to have a child. So I'm trying to convince you to get an abortion, like on some real shit, right? But she would just ask for random shit, and you gotta say yes because like if you piss her off, she's gonna be like, all right, nigga, you're having a baby. Even though the whole way how she allegedly got pregnant was some lie shit anyway. But whatever, cool. So eventually, when I'm just tired of the game she's playing, she's like, you know what, yo, you're not even talking to me. I want to get back cool with you. I'm gonna have an abortion. Oh, all right, bet, cool. So we scheduled this like an abortion. This is fact set. All right, we scheduled an abortion, But here's the thing. At this point, I'm back with my girl. My girl knows everything because you know when your girl, like, sometimes you got to tell your girl everything. Like, yo, you got to team up with your girl against some of these bitches. Word up. So at this point, I'm teaming up with my chick. Did I ever tell you this story? I remember wait, did I never tell you this story? Yo, I teamed up with my girl against this chick because my girl actually thought I was trying to have two chicks. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, this bitch, literally, she told me she was Muslim. I'm like, but she said she's Muslim and if she gets an abortion, her family's gonna disown her. But this bitch do coke, all type of shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, wait, abortion's where she draw the line? Like, obviously, I don't do coke, but she told me in her past she did coke and whatever, and she was doing mad, like, on Muslim type shit. And I remember, like, the way she got pregnant, she switched birth controls. She went to the shot. And supposedly it takes like 10 days. This is a long time ago. I don't know if she was lying or she was lying though, but she was like, take 10 days, whatever. Anyway, she was like, oh yeah, I got pregnant. And I was like, oh. And I remember I wanted her to take the pill when we actually did it. And she was like, no. I know I'm not going to get pregnant. Like, I just got on this new shit. Like, we're still good. And she says, if I do get pregnant, I promise you, like, I'll get an abortion. Like, you know them joints where the girl is begging you to do it? So I'm like, all right, I got her word. Nigga, as soon as she, like, Shorty hit me with some, like, fucking, what was it? What type of papers? The sonogram or whatever. And I was like, so I'm still chilling. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we're about to go get this shit, you know what I mean, vacuum cleaned out of you, right? Like, we getting this shit out of here, right? Like, you know what she told me? She started crying. I'm like, what's up with the tears? What we doing? She's like, you know, I'm Muslim and, you know, my parents would disown me if I ever got an abortion. I said, whoa. I said, you told me you told me to do this. You told me if you got pregnant, you would get them. She was like, no, but like, where am I going to live? And da-da-da. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, yo, you told me, because I wanted her to take the pill. She ain't take the pill. She said, I don't need to take the pill. I know I'm good. Then she, anyway, cool. So anyway, I get back with my chick. My chick is really thinking I'm playing games because I tell her the truth. This is the illest shit I ever did. My chick, she was just like, because this chick would like use this idea of her having a baby. I know I'm going to story time at this point, so I'm sorry. I'm going to get back to this. She would use this idea of her having a baby for me. And she would ask for crazy things. Yo, I don't want to stay home. My parents are bugging me out. Like, I'm so stressed. And this whole time, I'm trying to get to the point of her getting an abortion. By the way, I don't know if it's mine. Well, I don't know if she was fucking anybody up, but I don't know if it's mine. I don't even know if she's really pregnant, but she gave me a bunch of papers. Like, nigga, she gave me a pamphlet, nigga. Like, it was like a stack. She was like, yo, and you reading it, you could tell, oh, shit, this is like a doctor thing, yo. We measured your blood thing, blah, blah, the hormones level. Like, goddamn. This ain't just, you know when they give you the stick? Like, all right, it just says pregnant. She gave me I've been to the doctor, nigga. I'm like, oh, I bet. So check it. So now, my chick come back into the fold. I explained to her, I'm like, yo, this chick, like, yo, she kind of finessed me. You know, I don't really want her. I want you. Da-da-da-da. But then this girl keep asking for mad shit. Oh, I don't feel good today. My parents are stressing me out. I need to get her to the abortion table or whatever the fuck this is. So she's on some shit like, could you just get me a hotel? Nigga, I would just get hotels for 4 days. Nice-ass hotel. Just that she could mentally feel good. And then she would start playing even more. She'd be like, yeah, she was like, I'm not feeling good. I'm like, what do you mean you're not feeling good? You need to go to the hospital? She's like, I don't want to be here alone. Could you come here and just like be here with me? And I'm like, what? And the whole time I'm thinking, you got to do what she fucking wants. Because, you know, she kept saying, basically saying, I'm probably going to get the abortion because I want to be with you. And I'm like, I don't really want to be with you, but cool, whatever. So now I'm here chilling. So I would go there and go lay with this chick, and I'm like, fuck. But my chick came back at this time. All right, I'm gonna make the story like in 5 minutes because we gotta get back to this. I know I'm taking too long because the screen turned off. Okay, cool. So my chick would know, like, she knew that I was booking these hotels, and she was like, yo, I feel like you're lying to me. And I would show her every text message. She was like, I feel like you're lying to me. I feel like you're trying to just have two girls, and maybe you're really having a kid with this girl. I'm like, no, she's extorting me. She's finessing me. And she's like, I don't believe it. I said, yo, I would have the girl on speaker. I said, just be quiet. Listen, if you hear anything about, oh yeah, I love you, babe, or anything that makes it seem like I'm really trying to be with this chick, you can get mad. But really, I don't want this chick. This chick is finessing me. It gets to the point, yo, shorty says, because we would, like, I would go pick this girl up, and then we would just, like, sit in the parking lot talking for hours, and she would be telling me how she's Muslim and she can't get an abortion and whatever, and how if she was going to get an abortion, she'd be disowned and whatever, and she'd be crying for like hours. So one time my chick says, I don't believe you. I feel like y'all just go, you leave me to go meet up with this girl you claim is extorting you, and you're fucking her. Nigga, y'all probably would know what girl this is at this point. My girl at the time gets in the trunk of my car, nigga. I swear. She gets in the trunk. So she's in, I said, I promised you. I said, you could be in the car. Obviously, you can't be in the car. I said, we sit in the car for 3 hours just talking about being a Muslim and not this fucking abortion shit. And you're hearing 50 million excuses about how she's going to get excommunicated if she has this abortion. And then she, in a subtle way, asks for all type of shit. She's extorting me, but I got to go with the plan until she gets this baby sucked out of her fucking stomach. I'm sorry to say it later. This is in post. My chick don't believe it. Yo, I remember, this is when I had my blue Audi. Nigga, we put a comforter in my trunk and a pillow. And I remember I put my girl in the trunk and drove to this chick's spot. Picked her up and we went to a parking lot and we sat there talking for hours. Lo and behold, I swear, well, first of all, my chick never popped out of the trunk because she knew she was just like, she couldn't fuck it up. But she realized we literally sat in the parking lot talking about her feelings and how she can't have an abortion because she's Muslim. Like, and she was just like, well, like eventually turned to, yeah, if I'm gonna have an abortion, I got to move out of my parents' house because they're gonna disown me, and I don't have money to pay for an apartment. And now at this point, I'm kind of desperate because, I don't know about y'all. I do not want to have a baby with a bitch that I don't have a baby with. So at this point, I'm like, yo, I could help you get an apartment. I'm telling her anything. I could help you get an apartment, baby. It's okay. No, wait, you say your parents gonna just not fuck with you? All right, how about I help you get an apartment? He said, but after I get rid of the baby, you're not gonna fuck with me anymore? All right, cool. I'll pay the rent for 6 months. I'm saying anything. You feel what I'm saying? Anything. And I think I told y'all this story before. I promise you I told y'all this story before. And I remember, and I could go back to the live. I'm gonna give y'all the exact date. I'm gonna give y'all the exact date. All right, so y'all gonna know who it is now. This day, when I get added to the live, this day, you're gonna see me. Where am I? I walked out the abortion clinic and went to my car. Bro, I swear. I'm just a real nigga, bro, so I can tell you. It's 6 years later, bro. I can tell y'all. Nigga, I'm in the abortion clinic with Shorty, bro. And then, well, Tori got this shit lit. And I'm kind of watching it there, and Tori's like, yo, Ak, join in. And I'm sitting here with her. I'm like, it's my job. I got to get outside. Nigga, I walk outside, hopped on that bitch. I'm on live. I'm in the car. Shorty's waiting. Anyway, here's the point, which is even more drama. So at that abortion clinic, like, so I had agreed to pay, to give her like $8,000 for like rent for a certain amount of time. No, she had owed like her last place, and then I was gonna pay like 6 months of her rent or something like that, because she said she was gonna be disowned if she had the abortion. And I was just like, you're having this abortion. And she was like, I'll do it, but you gotta make sure I'm good. Fine. By the way, this was all lies. But I didn't know at the time. And as a guy, you're helpless as a guy. You just don't know. So at this point, remember, I'm at the abortion clinic. I walk out here. I get on fucking live. Okay. Shorty goes into the abortion clinic. And I remember she comes out. No. When I go back in after this live, the doctor comes and the doctor says, we can't tell if she's pregnant. It was some weird shit. I don't even know. No. She was supposed to get the pills. So she tells me, oh, yeah, I took the pills. And I'm like, I said, okay, cool. I said, all right, bet. So Monday, I'm going to meet with the people you owed for your little housing thingy, and I'm going to take care of it because she had owed a debt. They were going to take her to court. I said, I paid for you. It was $8,000. It was like, that was a deal. Tell me how, after this day, so I go home to my chick at the time, and I go home to her, and this is how she fucks it up. And this is going to connect to the Cardi B shit. I go home to her, and I said, baby, the saga is finally over. Keep in mind, my girl was, this is after she's been in the trunk listening to shit like, yo. So I tell my girl, it's finally over. You know what my girl does at that time, bro? Well, actually, it's a good thing, but like, it was the worst thing at the moment. She hits the bitch up, and she says, that's what you get for trying to fuck my man? You fucking hoe? I'm the person who booked your abortion appointment today, you fucking bitch. Oh my God. She hits up and by the way, she did. Because I remember I was like, yo, we need a Planned Parenthood. She hits up the girl and tells her, that's what you get for fucking my man, you fucking bitch. I booked your abortion appointment today, and that's what you get, you fucking hoe. Yo, you know women don't take no L's. Bro, the chick then said to my ex, she said,
so NBA Youngboy has 12 kids and he has 2 more on the way. I ain't gonna lie, gang. YB, he's making his own team. You feel me? 12 kids, probably like 10 BMs, 11 BMs. Like, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, Malu Trevejo said that she was pregnant at one point. Another girl said that she was pregnant. Like, YB is disciplining a baby and all these women, bro. And I will never forget the interview. He said that he doesn't really care about being a father. He just likes to, you feel me? Yeah. But let me know how you guys feel about all of this. Do you think NBA Youngboy will pass 20 kids by the end of 2025? Or will he do it in 2026? Because we know he's about to have like 4 or 5 kids a year minimum. So we will see.